music. He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. I did not comb my hair much. I took a shower and I just threw it up, so it's drying. It's looking weird. It is 4:10 in the morning, so y'all gonna just get this review as it see fit. Meaning, I ain't got time. Tonight's lipstick is a Kat Von D. It's called Double Dare. It looks weird, but not weird. I'm not like, oh, you gotta get some lip liner. I ain't got it yet, so you know what I'm saying. Take it how I get it. Tonight's episode of Real Housewives of Potomac, season 3, episode 14, was a lot of things and also nothings at the same damn time. But guess what? If you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. Hit the little subscribe button. Lord Jesus, I'm getting crazy. And then also don't forget to hit that little notification bell, so that it will let you know whenever I have new content up. And don't forget you can like the video. So the episode starts off, Giselle is with her mama and her daughters at lunch, brunch, dinner. They're eating some food, okay? And she kind of just tells her mom that her and Sherman broke up as the girls went to the restroom. And her mom is like, okay, are you okay? She's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We just going our separate ways or whatever. I'm like, well, alright, if you okay, I'm okay. It's fine. So the girls then walk up like, oh, what's fine? Because again, she has not told her girls yet. So she lets them know, you know what I'm saying, me and Sherman, you know, we're going our separate ways, we broke up. They're like, y'all not together no more? And she's like, no, you know, we're going our separate ways. And for a split moment, you do see the girls are a little bit upset, or not, I won't say upset, but they have a reaction, okay? And they do like have a little bit of a frown because again, as we saw earlier in the season, the girls did like Sherman. It seemed as if they had interacted with him before. We know Giselle had been dating him for over a year, you know, for like at least, like, I think it's like a year and a half. So, you know, that's a long time. And for kids, when kids like somebody, they like somebody, you know what I'm saying? So I guess for them it was like, oh, well, he was kind of cool to have around and now he won't be around anymore. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit sad. So, you know, but it was good that she said to them, like, said to the girls that, you know, boyfriends come and go, but mama said forever. Yes, that's a good thing to say to her daughters. And even the kind of crazy thing is usually when women have to tell their kids, oh, so-and-so ain't around anymore, people are like, oh, you know, that's a reason to not introduce your kids to the person you're dating. But the bad part about that is she was dating her for so long. The kids had to know him because they were like together for so long. So this shows the backlash of when you dating, so when you have kids and you're dating, just kind of how it messes up their mindset sometimes when the person goes away. So that was what it was. We do see Monique in a quick little scene I don't even really care about, but I thought it was funny to see that she was saying how Chris don't know how to get the kids dressed. So she's sitting up taking pictures of the clothes so that while she's gone, he can look at the pictures and get the kids dressed. I say, now, is he that much of an idiot? But you know, some guy, and now I don't even think that the husband can't dress kids, but sometimes the guys dress the kids just stupidly, like they don't match the clothes together. It'd be like a plaid shirt, and the plaid shirt will be like purple and yellow, and then they'll put them on like some orange pants and it's like some green shoes, and you be like, what the fuck is you doing? Why does our baby look like they work on Sesame Street? And it's just a weird situation. So she is making sure the kids' clothes match. She also brings up how her kids, she puts organic oils on her kids like 3 times per day to keep them healthy. She brings up how her son was a baby, he had a sinus infection, the doctors wanted to give him medication. She said nope. She put whatever oils on him, and like 3 days later, he was fine. Oh, okay. But I thought that was kind of cutesy, weird, cutesy. We see Ashley and Robin having a conversation over the phone or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, when Robin said, oh girl, your performance at the show was just so cool, was so great, it was a great performance, I said, was it really? I mean, it wasn't bad, but I was still like, it was like a weird karaoke situation. Well, I guess it was just weird to me, okay? And then she's like, yeah, the whole time Michael was blushing or whatever. It was kind of cute. And then after, like, oh, was he? Huh, well, that's great to know, because the pictures I got back, he kind of wasn't smiling. And then after the fact, he didn't like talk about it or whatever. And like she said, I wish he would have verbalized to me that he liked it. And I said, well, he wasn't smiling in the photo because he was embarrassed. Some people don't like attention. Michael, even though I think he's a manipulator, I think he's weird. He's a manipulator. I still feel like he's also a person where he don't like attention. So your wife is singing for you at her restaurant, and it was a weird, cheesy song. I can see him being embarrassed. Hell, I get embarrassed when people sing Happy Birthday to me at the goddamn Applebee's. I'm like, I don't want that. Like, don't draw attention to that. It's not like I don't want that attention. Like, this going on somewhere. So I can get it where sometimes people don't show emotion when they're being made the center of attention for something. So I can get that, but again, he ain't shit no way, so it is what it is. Robin bring up how, that she is going to France, even though she does not fully trust Monique's intentions, 100%. However, it's like, I'm gonna go anyway because, it's a trip to France. I mean, I feel the same way in the aspect of, it is what it is. I got a free trip to France, so I'm going. And I'm going to make the best of it. Even if the person who invited me, I might not know what they want to do. I'm going to go and I'm going to have fun with my bestie, so it is what it is. So I can kind of get that part of it, but I think her and Giselle both need to kind of just move past that bullshit. They all get to the airport. I think Robin was the only one running late. I swear when she said, go ahead without him, I said, is she going to just not go? Or like, can she not afford a plane ticket that they take? Like, is they going to be like a first class and she had to buy a coach ticket, and so she didn't want to just have them see her sitting coach? I don't know. But she was there because when they got off the plane, she was there. So I'm like, okay, she was there the whole time, so that's what it is. Now on the plane, Monique says how there was an option for 3 people to move up to first class, and her and Charisse chose to upgrade their tickets to the first class. But when I looked at where the other girls were sitting, it wasn't as if they were sitting in coach. Like, they were still sitting. Oh, it might have just been a nice plane, but I mean, I've only flown in my life 3 times, and the 3 times I've flown, we didn't have them kind of seats. Okay, there was some real fancy seats. Okay, there was some little extra fancy seats. So I said, well, girl, they wasn't uncomfortable. But again, Giselle felt like it was shady of Monique to fly first class and not sit with the ladies on a trip shot, because you invited us, you begged us to come out here to France, so why won't you sit with us? I get what she meant by it, but Giselle's still messing how she said it. I get what she meant by, it's a girl's trip, you invited all of us, why would you then not sit with us? I can get her point in that, even though it's her birthday, it's her trip, so she wanted to sit first class, she can. But I do think if it was me and I was in the seats, because the seats Giselle and them was in, they looked comfortable. They wasn't even like really sitting next to each other. So I mean, I probably would have stayed with my girls because it's my girls. But Monique is different. She's extra. Sometimes it is what it is. We then see the producers kind of asking Monique and Charisse what they was talking about, and I'm looking like, we've never really seen a producer like come in like, hey, what y'all talking about? So she said, we were kind of talking about being married and being married to athletes or whatever, or people in that business. She brings up how her and Chris had a huge argument before they left, and they kind of didn't finish it out or kind of talk it out before she left, and that was kind of weird for her. And she says he is upset because she has been stepping out more. But she said, I feel like, I've always helped him and been there for him. I feel like it's his time to be there for me. I look at that 2 different ways. I feel like when you marry somebody and they say, you know what I want a doting housewife. Can you be a doting housewife who stays at home, you have babies, and you're my housewife? Like, that's really what I want. When a man makes that clear to you that that's what he wants, I can't 100% say that if 5 years down the line the woman then wants to build a house and become a working person or whatever, I can't say that he's not right for not being happy with that, only because you got married under the guide, not the guideline, but you got married thinking she knows what kind of wife I want. She knows this is kind of what I want. And I feel like even when the people mature, you grow, you whatever, you evolve, at the end of the day, if you know what you married, can you be upset with that person for wanting you to be what they asked you to be in the marriage? Like, I feel like if Chris decided, I don't want to work anymore, I don't want to make any more money, I want to sit at home and do nothing, that ain't what she married. She married a person who makes money. She married a man who can take care of her while she's a housewife. And it's okay for her to have her own ambition. I ain't saying it isn't. But I'm saying I can understand marrying someone and saying before, because Monique know Chris wanted a housewife. Monique knew he was a needy football player or whatever. She knew who she married because up until the show, she had been his housewife with his kids. She had been that. And I feel like when they moved to Potomac, they on the show, and now she's like, okay, I want to be a little bit different. And I think that's how sometimes these marriages on these shows get messed up, because these women had these men and these women be these trophy wives, and then all of a sudden they like, oh, I can make money doing AB, I can make my own money, I ain't gotta get his money, I can get my own ambition. And then it's the whole divorce, it's all these arguments or whatever. So I feel like it's a better way for Chris to handle that with her. But at the same time, she should also understand his whole thing is, I wanted a housewife to dote on me. And that's not wrong to want that the same way it isn't wrong if a woman like, I don't want to work, I want to be in the house, you gonna go out and you gonna work, and I'm gonna take care of home. You the breadwinner, I'll make the bread. You know what I'm saying? No, you the breadwinner, I'll cook the bread. You know what I'm saying? I think sometimes that's how things go. But when things start to change, it needs to be a conversation. Because again, we both came to this marriage thinking one thing, and now you want to be gone from home more and more and more. So I'm getting less and less attention, and that ain't what I married you for. And that's how I feel about it. Okay, and I don't care if you like it. Anyway, to that whole thing. They get to the hotel, they get to France or whatever. It was really beautiful. They took a helicopter from the airport to Cannes, because it was like a 40-minute flight one way, or if they got the helicopter, like a 7-minute helicopter flight. I would have probably took the helicopter too, but even though I'm terrified of flying, I would still want to be in the air for a short amount of time. Anyway, so they get there. We know Monique says how she has this big suite, the penthouse suite. And of course she should, because it's her birthday. She said, but also I made sure that each woman had their own room, so there wasn't any kind of room situation. She said, but I also had one other suite, and I need to figure out who I'm gonna give it to. So she said she's gonna pick between Giselle and Robin, but she goes to Giselle and Robin and say, hey, I got this other suite, even though we all have rooms, but I have this one suite left. It ain't like as big as mine, but it's a suite, and I feel like, you know what I'm saying, one of y'all should have it, but I don't know which one. Make a choice. And I'm like, well, damn it. Okay, I thought she should have gave it to Charisse, because Charisse is her closest friend, and I think giving it to Charisse would not have caused any drama. However, I see her offering it to them too, also as a peace offering too. So I get it. It was what it was. Honey, Giselle said, well, you and Robin almost fought, so you say, I think maybe you should give it to her, you know, because that can be a good gift. And then Robin said, well, I think because of that, it probably should go to you. Giselle said, you know what, you're right, thank you. I said, I think Giselle was waiting for Robin to say no so that she could say yes, but it was good for her to offer it to Robin in the first place. But it was kind of cute. I didn't care about Candace calling Chris talking to baby talk. I really didn't care. I do like how he kind of checked her and said, why are you so concerned? Because she said, oh my God, look at the view out my bedroom window. All I can see is the walls. He said, why do you care? You're in France. If you want to see the Riviera, go outside. Like, you're not going to be in your hotel outside. Why do you care about the view when you're supposed to be there to go out and do things? I said, well, you know what? He checks her when she acting like a damn baby, like a goddamn princess. He really does. And when she said, oh my God, he said, you know, I ate healthy. I made a healthy breakfast. I went to the gym. Oh, now that I'm gone, you want to change on me? I said, bitch, you been gone one day. And he ate some goddamn kale and did some push-ups. Girl, shut up. Okay, I look. I am not here for Candace. I feel that she will still get another season because this punk ass wedding has to play out on TV because she talked about the damn wedding all season. So I do think she gonna get another season, but I need her to girl, just shut up. Whatever. We see Ashley call her mom to chit chat or whatever. She said she realized how her mother, because she said I hadn't talked to her in about 2 months since the whole big thing of me putting her out. But I see that my mom's love is unconditional. And I realized my mom's love is unconditional, but Michael's love is based on, it comes with conditions. And I said that is true. So she realized that she has to keep the relationship with her mother cultivated. Because again, Michael ass might not be there later, but her mama will always be there. I think that is very cute. We do see the ladies basically meet at Monique's suite. And her suite, it was big, bitch. It was the penthouse suite. I mean, it looked like it was the size of the whole goddamn hotel. It was really, really nice, and it had a balcony, and the view on the balcony was absolutely beautiful. Like it was sunset. It was great. So they went out on the balcony. They took some selfies, took different pictures, whatever. No one had been arguing. It was really, really cute. Again, she says like they're gonna go tomorrow to some oil place, look at, these essential oils, and they're also gonna go check out like a perfume place because Karen is supposedly doing a perfume line. And I said, well, now that is okay. I don't know. I think she did it to be nice, but I also feel like they did like, well, Karen, is you really doing a perfume line? Because if you are, you should go here and like be asking certain questions, certain things. And I'm like, was Monique almost sort of kind of trying to figure out, is she really doing a perfume line? Well, we don't know. We do see how we all go inside, and when they're sitting around eating and talking, Giselle said, well, Karen, what I'm saying, since we're going to this perfume capital tomorrow, how's your line going? She says, it's coming along. And Karen, this girl Karen, she said, okay, so what stage are you in? She was like, well, Giselle, what stage is your makeup line in? Honey, Giselle said, in business. I said, bitch. That was the perfect response to Karen, simply because when Giselle asked Karen, what stage are you in, it didn't seem shady to me, even though I know she was asking Karen these questions because she don't feel like Karen is really doing, making a perfume line. The question she was asking is the question that you have in common conversations with people that you hanging out with. That those are common conversation questions. But when that man said, my stage is in business, bitch, what is yours? I said, not in business. At that point in time, Karen is, in her feelings, like, well, I didn't mean it like that or whatever, but she did. She's like, you know what? But why you asking me, are you my business partner? I know you not, because you already have enough business partners, I'm blessed and I'm in a good place. But I'm like, Karen be so, like, just Karen be lying. And the way Karen responds to questions with non-answers is the reason people don't trust Karen. Because you can ask Karen, is the sky blue? I don't know. It may be not. I'm like, well, goddamn it, what is going on here? She just has a way of not answering questions, and when she answers them, it creates more questions for herself, and it's kind of weird. So from there, Robin says, well, well, when are you launching? Soon, very soon. I said, look, Ashley like, oh my God, some smell fishy, fishier than the coochie. I say, fishier than the coochie? Who coochie saying, girl, come on now. But she's basically saying like something don't smell right. Like something ain't adding up. So from there, Ashley like, well, are you really doing this makeup thing or whatever? Like, how well do you know Matt? Is Matt helping you with the makeup line? Like, and she's like, well, yes, I know people or whatever. I know Matt, yes, he's helping. Yes, he's a friend. Honey, Ashley is messy. Okay, Ashley is messier than Giselle when she has some information. Okay, because she then says in her confessional that a well-known source, girl, who knows? I don't know. A well-known source saw Matt in a gay bar in DC drinking, and he was drinking and snitching the same goddamn time. Okay, he said how Karen does not live in Great Falls, and that damn mansion that we see her on TV in, that she lives in an apartment or a townhouse outside of the Potomac area, whatever. And so Sharice It's like, girl, what? So now Sharice and Ashley's having a conversation, and Ashley like, well, you know, it's in these streets is being said or whatever. And Sharice kind of mumbled like, yeah, because when we was out one time, and you know what I'm saying, she got dropped off, and she was dropped off to the townhouse that Ray owned when he was a bachelor. So she's kind of living in Ray's old bachelor's pad or whatever, and they're just renting the mansion that we see on the show for show. And that, again, she's sleeping at her husband's old bachelor pad or whatever. I'm like, bitch. Oh, Lord Jesus. I said, now that's a word, okay? That's a goddamn word. So from there, Ashley was like, Karen, do you live in Great Falls? And she was like, yes, I do. Like, why are you asking me that? And she's like, look, Monique, are you sure? Monique, Monique then says, well, yeah, I've been to her house. You know what I'm saying? She definitely be there or whatever. So why are you asking her that? Then Ashley says to Sharice, well, Sharice, what is people saying? So Sharice, well, you know, they saying that you live in a townhouse, but you don't live in Great Falls, honey. And she said, well, no, there is a townhouse on this side of the mansion. My son lives there to save money, but we stay at the mansion or whatever. I don't live my own life. You know what I'm saying? Ashley, you might not get it because you just whatever, but you know what I'm saying? I need y'all to leave me be. The way she answered the question seemed faulty. Okay, the way she answered the question was like, your tire flat and you ain't got no donut in the trunk, and so you just riding the rim, and like it just don't seem right. Like it ain't flowing the right way. You're not getting to point A to point B. It's a real slow drag. Okay, and so Sharice then says in her confessional, she said, when people move, don't they take their furniture? And I'm like, is she talking to me? Let me ask the question. Sharice, yes. When people move, they do take their furniture. So production is messy, bitch. Production then shows their house from Potomac before they move. Show all their furniture that we saw for them couple seasons. This is all their furniture. Sharice then says you don't see any of their furniture in that mansion. They then show the mansion, and it's all different furniture. Excuse me. It's not their furniture from their old house. And then she says it's all stage furniture. And you know, I watch a lot of HGTV. Okay, I told y'all in my spare time, if I'm not doing YouTube stuff, I'm not working, I am chilling out and I'm watching HGTV because I want to buy a house, I want to remodel stuff. And I said that is how the houses be looking when they be staged. Like it looks like it's not lived in. It's just stage shit. Okay, and I said, okay, again, seeing the footage from the old house and seeing that ain't their furniture from before. It is, and I don't think they can afford to buy all new furniture, and no one moves and buys all new furniture. You move with your own furniture. So I said, Sharice, now that Karen gonna have to explain at the reunion, because where is your scooter? Where's your furniture? Okay, where is your couch, your table, your chairs, your throw pillows? Where's the shit that you had on your TV for two seasons before? Why is all that furniture gone? Okay, Karen is still saying like, no, I live where I live. I live at the mansion. And act like, Karen, you're just lying. Like, I don't believe you. And she said, Karen says, well, it isn't where Michael moved you to when y'all broke up. Ashley said, bitch, I moved to the city. I said, oh, Lord. Karen said, we don't say bitch. Ashley said, we do today. I said, well, okay, bitch. Someone's a bitch and it ain't me. It's them. Again, Karen, you lying. Like when I move, okay, because I am moving next year. When I move, y'all gonna see my furniture, because when I move, I'm taking my shit with me, okay? And you can buy new something here or there, but you don't see any of their old furniture. It's all new stuff, and it do look staged. And Sharice said that's the house they're putting on for show, okay? But she living in that townhouse that's her husband's old bachelor pad, and that's where the furniture is at the damn townhouse. I said, well, bitch, ooh, girl. So from there, we do see, because it's the whole thing. The night in her suite, it was so many different conversations. So from there, we see how Candace tried to say, you know, why are we throwing rocks at her? Like, why are we always attacking Karen? Candace, shut the hell up. Candace, we don't care what you have to say. Like, you just need to be quiet and just, girl, just shut up. Just hush it up. So Monique then says how no one can do right in the group because someone will always try to nitpick or whatever. And when she said that, here comes Giselle nitpicking. Well, you know, that's like you know, you don't want to be with the group. Because, you know, we flew here and you know what I'm saying, they offered me to upgrade and I didn't do it because I wanted to be with the group. But you went ahead and you upgraded your ticket and you was away from us. So why would you do that? Why would you do that, Monique? Monique like, really? Really? She's like, look, I paid for my ticket. I upgraded whatever. It does not matter. And they're like Giselle. It is her birthday. Like, it ain't a big deal. She did upgrade it. Sharice then says, and plus she needs to talk. Monique then kind of opens up a little bit and said, well, yeah, I had to talk to her, whatever. I had a rough week. You know, it was kind of crazy for me. Giselle say, what happened? I said, oh, Lord, here we go. She brings up her and Chris arguing. She brings up how, you know what I'm saying, this for her, that was kind of weird. Giselle then says, do you think that because she said, we always argue really bad around my birthday. And then Giselle said, well, do you think it's because your birthday is all about you? And he has an issue with that. He just doesn't like that you kind of make your birthdays all about you because he likes things to be all about him. And she says, yeah, I can see that could be something that has something to do with it. She said, I'm saying, he wants me to be happy. He does want me to be happy, but he also wants me to spoil him too. So that's where the disconnect come in. And what I liked about this moment is Giselle, even Robin, they all understood what she was talking about. You know what I'm saying? You see Robin agreeing, saying, yeah, because men in the league are so used to being catered to, they don't know how to act when the roles switch and they have to either take care of themselves or if it's all about the other person. And with Giselle, with Monique, with Robin and the ladies in that moment, there was no shade in that it was a real conversation between women who had lived life, dealt with men that were powerful or whatever, and they understood how sometimes the men don't get, it ain't about you right now, it's about me, and you need to be okay with that. And I liked that Giselle and Robin didn't ask any shady questions, they didn't give any shady looks, they did not try to insinuate anything that could be shady or messy, whatever. It was a real conversation. I really liked that. You know, even to how Monique got emotional a little bit more and was saying, you know, my husband is such, you know, he's such a great husband, and I never want him to think that even if I find like fame, if I find whatever, that I don't need him, because I will always need him. And then even Giselle told her, like, you know what I'm saying, he would have to adjust because at times that just happens. She said, but if he can't adjust to y'all new normal or whatever, you have to be prepared for that too. And even Monique said that was First Lady Giselle. Like, that person talking to me was not the typical Giselle. That was First Lady Giselle giving me First Lady realness, and I liked that Giselle. I wish that Giselle was out more than anything else. Me too. I agree. Again, the conversation was adult-ish. It came from a petty place at first, but I like how the ladies were able to just have a conversation and how Giselle gave great advice, and it seemed like she completely understood Monique's pain, and she really wanted to listen to Monique and not critique Monique, not to tease Monique, not to make Monique feel less than, not to make Monique feel like she only spent her husband money. She made her feel open enough to even have that conversation. So I thought that was a great start to the trip and how the conversation just flowed. And then here comes Candace fucking up shit. Okay, Candace then say, yeah, that's like with me and Chris, you know, it doesn't have to be about, you know what I'm saying, men of great wealth or whatever, you know what I'm saying, because Chris isn't that. But, you know what I'm saying, me, I'm in a public eye, you know, Chris is just a man, but, you know what I'm saying, I'm a public figure, I'm a beauty pageant holder, I'll be in the news, I say, bitch, who saw you? Girl, look. She was talking like she was the business of everything, like she was the grande dame of America. I said, girl, calm the hell down. And the funny part was, when she started talking, when she took the conversation from Monique's situation to her, each lady looked like, bitch, what is you talking about? Like, why is you even entertaining us or trying to entertain us with your bullshit? It was the funniest transitional conversation ever, because everyone was looking like, why is she talking? Like, it ain't her turn. Like, this is what's going on. And, you know, the funny thing was, Giselle and Monique were looking at each other in shock. And Giselle laughed a little bit, then Monique laughed a little bit, and then they just bust out laughing. She's like, why are you guys laughing? Like, what's up? And then Monique said, Giselle's face was just so funny. Well, that's because Giselle is she's messy. You know what I'm saying? She's no, she's a hater. I say no, she had the same thought as everybody else. What the fuck are you talking about? So she then goes into the whole thing with her and Chris, how she had to put on her purse, how he called her a princess or whatever, or spoiled, and she didn't like it. And again, they still looking like, bitch, what does this have to do with what we were talking about? You sound stupid. And then when she said, yeah, he was holding my purse, they said, what? He held your purse? You had already emasculated him, so why would you do that? I was in the bathroom. And I think she thought they gonna understand my point of view and they gonna agree with me. And they looked at, girl, they was like, no, that was not a word, you should not have done that. Someone called her a spoiled brat, a princess. I think it was either Sharice, it might have been Karen, it might have been Monique, I don't know. Someone called her a princess, which of course made her mad. And then at this point in time, like, oh yeah, it's getting late, the night's over, I'm going to bed. And they all just kind of walked away. And then she was sitting back like, why are they laughing at me? Like, how is it that Giselle and Monique are bonding, laughing about me? Because you introduced yourself at the wrong goddamn time, girl, and it was just stupid. And you looked crazy for how you tried to make the conversation about you and Chris. And you and Chris ain't had, girl, the fuck about, I can't. And again, we don't care about that storyline. We just do not, bitch, let it go. So the ending of this episode, it's the next day. They're all supposed to be going to the essential oils place and the perfume place or whatever. Robin is running late, so she's the only one not down there. And Giselle, like, Robin running late, she needs some more time. So how about y'all go ahead and then we'll catch up later. And then you can take, first of all, Robin rude as fuck. Okay, for my thing is about that. You knew what the plan was for today. So even if you did not want to participate, why couldn't you or Giselle tell that to Monique? For you, because all the ladies dressed, and then you heard Monique say we were supposed to be leaving an hour ago. How was she not ready? We can wait for her. And Giselle kept on saying, well, no, she's a little bit more time. And they're like, well, we'll wait. It's okay. Y'all go ahead. Okay, she needs some time. And my thing was, Robin had no intent on going. And she felt like, I'll just be really, really late. They'll leave me and they'll be fine. And Giselle, you just tell them to go ahead and leave. And y'all both was wrong as fuck, okay? Even though we know they both said we're going to be here and do our own thing, I do feel like the way the night ended, it would have been perfect for y'all to say, okay, you know what? It was a good first day. Let's just go ahead and all hang out. It was some shady ass bullshit for Robin's ass to not be ready. You don't need that much time to get ready, Robin, at all. Honey, not at all. If Karen came down and that dusty ass wig with them fucked up ass bangs, you could have definitely came down. And if, honey, Ashley came down, her natural hair was out. Monique had her, Giselle hair was really cute. I loved her fishtail braids. It was really cute. Candace's wig was, girl, whatever. It's just bad. But again, Karen wig looked horrible. Okay, I don't know who cut them. I think she wants to cut them bangs herself with some damn French scissors because it was just horrible. But again, Robin, you want shit for being late on purpose. So at this point in time, Monique like, all right, I get it, fine. She don't want to come out, hang out. We're gonna leave. We'll hook up later. You then see Sharice and Giselle talking a little bit because they're waiting for the cars to come out or whatever. And because of course Giselle is waiting for Robin, but Sharice is like, that was wrong or whatever. Karen then says, I have to go back and say something. And I'm looking like, but say something for what? She come back, and as she come back, and Giselle is saying to Sharice, I would have thought that Karen would have jumped on going to the little perfume place because it's what she's supposed to be doing. I think she don't have a real perfume. Karen then walk up like, this is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe this shit. And I'm confused as to why Karen came back. First of all in this nice ass hotel in France arguing loud as hell, 2 black women in this damn lobby, and I'm looking like, why did you have us acting like this kind of way? I don't get why they're arguing. I think even if Robin wasn't coming and Giselle was kind of putting on for the crew, whatever, it wasn't that big of a deal for Karen to come back. It was stupid. I think, again, either Karen wanted to sing or Giselle wanted to sing. It was stupid, yelling in that lobby. And it went from Giselle then saying, you brought up my partner because you don't like her, because Ray want to fuck her. I'm looking like, what? What the hell? Because at the little or whatever event, Ray was chasing behind her. So ever since that moment, you haven't liked my co-partner, whatever. And I'm like, I'm confused. I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? And they're just kind of yelling back and forth, whatever. And you know what I'm saying? Even Karen saying Giselle shouldn't date divorce men. I'm looking like, what the fuck? I was confused. And then once Monique and the other ladies realized Karen and Giselle in the lobby and they're arguing, Monique came in like, no, we're not going to do this here. Like, no, we're not going to be arguing in France in the lobby of the damn hotel. I completely agree. And both Karen and Giselle were loud. And it was stupid. Ben, your husband wants to have sex with my partner, my business partner. I'm like, bitch, Giselle, you petty, you stupid. Karen, you petty, you stupid too. I like how Monique just came and got Karen. Like, you know what? This is stupid. Let's just go. Again, it was dumb. And that's kind of how it ended. So, if you have watched this video all the way through, the number for today is 380. If you're watching this all the way through, put 380 in the comment section so I know that you watched the whole video. Okay, it's 4:46 at night. So if you watched the whole thing, remember, put 380 in the comment section. If anyone asks what this is for, don't tell them what it is, because I want people to see who really watches my videos all the way through. I was going to do a giveaway for different stuff for the amount of subscribers I have, but I want to be sure that I'm really rewarding the right person. So I want to see like who watches my stuff all the time, who watches stuff all the way through. So again, if you're watching this late and you're at this little end part, 380 in the comment section. So I am Jay Lee. This is JD's Corner. Peace.